free ourselves from that or accept it and modify it.
That's right. And
now, which is it, that's what I want, which is it as a psychologist you maintain? If I may put such a question to you.
Yeah. Well, I think generally the approach is to attempt to modify it, to make the person, to help the patient make it work more effectively.
Why? I hope you don't mind my asking this question.
No, I think that part of the reason for that is that it's seen as biological and therefore fixed. A person is born with a certain temperament. His drives are the drives of the animal. And I think also because it isn't clear to therapists that the problem can be dealt with as a whole. The problem it is clear that it can be dealt with as particulars.
Is it, I'm not asking an imprudent question, I hope.
Okay.
Is it the psychologists don't think holistically? Are only concerned with solving individual problems?
Yes, they are concerned with solving individual problems.
So therefore they're not thinking human suffering as a whole.
Right.
A particular suffering of X who is very depressed.
Right. For particular reasons.
For particular reasons.
Right.
We don't inquire into what is depression. Why human beings all over the world are depressed.
Or we don't try and tackle that as a single problem. We try and tackle it with this particular individual who comes in.
Therefore, you are still really, if I may point out, I may be wrong.
Yes.
You are emphasizing his particular suffering, and so sustaining it.
Now, can we get clear on that?
I come to you.
Yes.
I'm depressed.
Yes.
For various reasons which you know.
Yes.
And you tell me, by talking to me, etc., you have the whole business of coming to you and all that. You tell me, my depression is the depression of the world.
Yeah, I don't tell you that. I tell you that your depression...
That's what, when you tell me that, are you not helping me to carry on with this individualistic depression, and therefore my depression, not your depression.
Yes.
Is my depression, which I either cherish or want to dissolve.
Yes.
Which means I'm only concerned with myself.
Yes.
Myself, I come back to that.
Yes, it's within the context of yourself.
Self.
Yeah.
So you are helping me to be more selfish, if I may.
Yes.
More self-concerned, more self-committed.
It is approached within the context of the self. But I would think that I'm helping you to be less self-concerned, because when you're not depressed, then you don't have to be self-concerned. You feel better and you're able to relate to people more.
But again, on a very superficial level.
Meaning that I leave the self intact.
Intact.
Yes.
Yes, well, I feel that people generally wouldn't accept this, that the self is not there, you see, which is what you're implying, that the self is rather unimportant, but rather the assumption is that the self is really there and it has to be improved, you see. And if you say that a certain amount of self-centeredness, people would say is normal.
Yes, sir.
That's only to keep it within reason, right?
Right.
Modify selfishness, right? Continue with selfishness,
Yes.
But go slow.
But I think you're saying something which is very radical then, because it's very few people have entertained the notion of no self-centeredness.
That's it.
That's right. It isn't entertained.
Maybe a few, but...
Yeah. For biological reasons and because of the universality of the phenomenon.
Well,
and because it isn't even seen as relevant, really.
I think most people feel that's the only way things are, and that's the only way.
Yeah.
That means status quo, modified status quo.
Yeah.
Yes.
To me, that seems so irrational.
But you must feel that it's possible to be different. You say at least more than feel, but in some sense there must be some reason why you say this, right?
I see what?
Why you feel so different from other people about it?
It seems so practical, first of all. The way we live is so impractical. The wars, the accumulation of armaments is totally impractical.
That wouldn't be an argument, you see, because people say, we all understand that, but since that's the way we are, there's nothing else is possible. You see, you really are challenging the notion that that is the way we are, or it will have to be.
I don't quite follow this. We are what we are.
If people say we are individuals separate, and there's nothing, we'll just have to fight and make the best of it.
Yes.
But you are saying that something different. I mean,
yes.
You're not accepting that.
All right. Don't accept it, but will you listen? Will the people who don't accept it, will they give their minds to find out? Right?
Right.
Or say, please, we don't want to listen to you. Mm-hmm. This is what we think, buzz off. That's what most people do.
Well, this question isn't even raised, usually.
Yeah, of course.
Now, why do you think that the selfish activity isn't necessary?
I don't know, sir. First of all, do we accept the condition that we are in? Do we accept it? And say, please, we can only modify it, it can never be changed. It can never be, one can never be free from this anxiety, depression, modified always from agony of life. You follow? Mm-hmm. This process of going through tortures in oneself. Mm-hmm. That's normal. Accept it. Modify it. Live a little more quietly and so on and so on. Mm-hmm. If you accept that, the argument, there's no communication between us. Mm-hmm. But if you say, I know my condition, tell me, let's just talk about whether one can be free from it. Then we have a relationship, then we can communicate with each other. But we say, sorry, shut the door on my face, and it's finished. Mm-hmm.
So, there are some people who accept this and say we can't change it. But there are other people, and I would say that some of the most inspiring leaders of the different religions of the world are among them, who have said we can change it.
Yes.
There is a way beyond this.
Yes.
Now, since religions have wide followings, and since their doctrines are widely dispersed, there are in fact large numbers of people in our society, and in every society, who do think it can be changed. Because all religions hold out the prospect of a change, and of going beyond this condition.
Yes. But I would like to know, when you use the word religion, is it the organized religion? Is it the authoritarian religion? Is it the religion of belief, dogma, rituals, all that?
Well,
or religion in the sense, the accumulation of energy to find whether it's possible to be free. You understand my question?